You know a lot about golf.
Well, we're waiting.
It is time for us, those Weekend Golf Guys. I'm John Ashton in studio. He's Jeff Smith, almost to Savannah, Georgia.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
I have had a great time. Got to play golf this morning on Hilton Head Island. Got to play Long Cove Club.
Ooh.
Now I'm almost to Savannah, Georgia. I have taken the back roads through the marshland, effectively from Hilton Head Island into Bluffton, and then now all of a sudden I'm coming out, and I can see the big, gigantic, beautiful bridge going over the Savannah River.
Mm-hmm. That's Route 17, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty country down here.
That is such a nice drive. If you're ever traveling down there, I just got to give you word to the wise, man. If you've got time, and I know that time is of the essence for most of us when we're traveling, we want to get there. But man, the getting there is so pretty when you go through the coastal Carolina and Georgia. If you're headed down Jacksonville area or whatever, take either US 1 or US 17. I mean, that is just such a beautiful drive. Yeah, you got to stop at stoplights. You drive through towns. You drive through swamps. It's going to take you a lot longer. But the vistas are worth it. You
see a lot more.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I get it. Interstate travel is fast, and that's how I got down here yesterday. But truth is, you get to see so much more scenery, life. What it is. You get to see a little bit of America by getting off the interstate. It's not a commercial for travel or anything, but boy, let me tell you, I love it.
Yes, this is Jeff AAA Smith.
That's right.
But I mean, it's just pretty, especially that section of the country, man. It hasn't changed much in the last 200 years.
No.
It still looks an awful lot like it did way back yonder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's
beautiful.
right.
And you can, that's also a good way to see the golf courses you want to play. Put them on your bucket list because
that's right.
There are so many of them along the coastal areas down there too, and you just jot the names down and look them up and come back later, which we're going to be doing. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up on the show today. We've got a guy named Bob Forman, who's a TPI certified fitness dude, has a website called golffitnesscarolina.com, and he's going to talk to us about how not to hurt ourselves out there, which for some of us is a little more difficult. Got some
send you to the gym.
Yeah, that could happen. Got some really funny stuff. We're going to talk about some funny rules just to prove that golf can be adaptable. Got some real funny rules that some guys came up with for a special occasion. When we come right back, hang with us. We are those Weekend Golf Guys. If you want a good cigar, you go to a good cigar shop. You want the best cigar, you go to Famous Smoke Shop. So let Famous Smoke deliver your favorite cigars right to your doorstep at America's lowest prices. Now, Famous opened back in 1939, so that's 80 years experience in the cigar business. And they're putting that experience to work for you, making deals on the cigars that you love, from affordable everyday smokes to your favorite cigars for out on the course, to high-end luxury cigars for your next special occasion. And here's an exclusive offer just for our listeners. You take $20 off your purchase of $100 or more when you use the promo code GOLF20. That's GOLF20. Go to famous-smoke.com/golfguys and click the activate button to apply the promo code. You can pick from more than 1,000 cigar brands. They're all fresh and ready to ship from Famous Smoke's climate-controlled 24,000 square foot humidor. So check out with the promo code GOLF20. That's famous-smoke.com/golfguys. I was so excited the other day. I was racing home because my wife called and said, I think the Theragun thing showed up. I have been waiting for this for a while now, because pain, I don't like it. Muscle tension, muscle pain. When I play golf, I get a little pain in the elbow, and I read that the Theragun would be perfect for that. It's a handheld percussive therapy device that releases your deepest muscle tension using scientifically calibrated combination of depth and speed and power. It's great, and it's quiet like an electric toothbrush. And in fact, I had mine on first time. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's that quiet. You wonder. I need you to try the Theragun for 30 days because it helps with the muscle pain. It helps with the golf elbow. And there's no substitute for the Theragun Gen 4 with an OLED screen, personalized Theragun app, and the quiet and power that you need. It starts at only $199. Go to Theragun.com/weekend right now and get your Gen 4 Theragun today. That's Theragun.com/weekend. Theragun.com/weekend. weekend. Best $199 you'll ever spend. Theragun.com/weekend. And it's us, those weekend golf guys. I am John Ashton. He is Jeff Smith. And we are, again, Bob Forman, TPI certified fitness guru from golffitcarolina.com will be coming up. Joining us a little bit later on in the show, and we can talk about how to get out there and not hurt yourself. We've had a bad week here, weather-wise. It's been a little chilly. It's been very wet. You know, you may not have arthritis, but playing golf in the wet, chilly stuff makes you feel like you do. So we tend to be kind of avoiding it. But we're back. Back end of the week, man. Thursday, Friday. Got tea time for Thursday already, man. Sunny and 80 degrees. Now, that's what I love about this section of the country, man. You can have an entire 4 seasons in 1 week.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
80 degrees up there this week.
Yeah.
I'm going to be down here. If it's going to be 80 there, I'll bet you it's going to be even nicer here.
I imagine it would be.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I'm
not going to argue about it either.
Unless tropical storm Gamma, Delta, Beta, Epsilon is what we're up to now. Unless tropical storm Epsilon gets a little bit closer than it looks like it might be. Then it could be a little exciting.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Nah, no hurricanes where you are. You know, a lot of people say that golf is just totally stringent. There is no way that golf is ever going to change or adapt. You know, nothing will happen in golf for the first time. A lot of people get that feeling. In fact, when the USGA announced they were going to change rules, make some changes to the rules, everybody was like, oh, really? Wow. You know, they were kind of surprised and very positively affected. And they came up with some good ones. They came up with some that, if you've listened to us before, they still need to work on. I came across some stuff when the rules of golf were temporarily changed for a very serious situation. I stumbled upon a sign from the Richmond Golf Club in Surrey, England from 1940. You know what was going on in 1940 in Surrey, England?
No.
I believe they called it.
Well, wait a minute. 1940. That'd be a war.
That'd be WWII. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that would be a war.
World War II. So because of World War II, they decided that they would change. No, they're not going to close the golf course. Oh, no, that would be just too drastic. But let's just make a few rules changes. And I think that these all make sense. And some of them probably could be adapted to what's going on in the world today. But there are 7 rule changes they made here. Rule number 1, players are asked to collect bomb and shrapnel splinters to save these causing damage to the mowing machines.
Oh, okay. Here, we just want everybody to just pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up and throw it over here. Number 2, in competitions, during gunfire or while bombs are falling, players during gunfire or while bombs are falling, players may take cover without penalty for ceasing play. Isn't that magnanimous?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're going to keep playing while there's gunfire.
Exactly. Just duck.
Okay.
Number 3.
Okay.
This one, you're going to love this one. The positions of known delayed action bombs are marked by red flags at a reasonably, but not guaranteed, safe distance therefrom. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4.
Reasonably. Tell me, could you define that, please?
Yeah, it's kind of far away, but, you know, if it blows up, it's still going to take you out with it.
Okay.
Just move along.
Okay. Sure.
Number 4. Shrapnel and or bomb splinters on the fairways or in bunkers within a club's length of a ball may be moved without penalty. And no penalty shall be incurred if a ball is thereby caused to move accidentally. How about that, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. A bomb goes off. Is that what you just said?
No, shrapnel and bomb splinters that are in the bunker.
Shrapnel and bomb splinters.
Yeah. You got this big honking chunk of metal sitting there. As long as it's more than a club length away, don't even worry about it. If it's not more than a club length, you can move it and not incur a penalty.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this.
Okay.
Number 5, a ball moved by enemy action may be replaced, or if lost or destroyed, a ball may be dropped not nearer the hole without penalty.
Okay, so let's define enemy action, shall we?
They drop a bomb and blow up your ball.
You get to replace it without no penalty. Is that what?
Yes. How about that, huh?
Okay.
All righty.
Thank you. That's magnanimous.
Number 6. I predict this will be your favorite, and you probably will want to expound upon it a bit. But here, number 6, a ball lying in a crater may be lifted and dropped not near the hole, preserving the line to the hole without penalty.
All right, I want to know what kind of crater we're talking about. One created by a golf club?
When does a divot become a crater? I mean, that's open to interpretation, right?
Exactly, right? I know a lot of people who tend to do things that produce some ankle-breaking craters out there in the golf course. So yeah, I'd like to figure that one out. Excuse me, can we have a ruling, please? Is that a crater or is that a divot?
And then finally,
how they gonna? What's the guy get out his yardstick or something?
And a stand in it. If it comes over your ankle, maybe it becomes a crater at that point. I'm not sure. But now the last rule here, number 7. I get the impression that the committee or whoever it was coming up with these rules realized that, hey, wait, this is golf and these other 6 are way too generous. We've got to do one more rule that reminds the players that this is golf after all and very serious stuff. Okay?
All right.
Number 7. A player whose stroke is affected by the simultaneous explosion of a bomb
Wait a minute. Simultaneous explosion. Wait, so this is like the ball gets struck and the bomb goes off at the same time.
Yeah, or you're in your backstroke and you just begin the downstroke and a bomb goes off. That could kind of be unsettling, right? So a player whose stroke is affected by the simultaneous explosion of a bomb may play another ball from the same place.
Oh, isn't that nice?
With a 1-stroke penalty.
Here, sorry about the boom boom, scaring the bejesus out of you. Here, do it again.
But take the penalty stroke. Because
what?
You have to take one penalty stroke, because it is, after all, golf and very serious.
Here, you can do it again, but it'll cost.
That's right. Or just move along.
You just haven't lost your hearing.
If you're lucky,
your golf ball.
If you're lucky, the ball would have landed in the crater, and then you could move it for a free drop.
As long as there's some shrapnel there, you got to pick that up too.
And also, never hear you say, "Wait for the shrapnel to stop smoking before you picked it up." But my favorite still is the unknown delayed action bombs are marked by red flags at a reasonably but not guaranteed safe distance.
Oh, that's good.
You want to check them out? You can. We've posted it up on those.
There's one right over here. Come see how close you can get.
You can check that out. We posted it up at thoseweekendgolfguys.com/golfguys. No, at facebook.com. You can check it out. We've posted it at facebook.com/golfguys. But again, it's a temporary wartime golf rules from the Richmond Golf Club
beautiful.
In Surrey, England, 1940.
That's beautiful. So Surrey, England they've got some, they got some good thinkers over there.
Yeah.
About this whole thing. Yeah, that's beautiful.
I wonder if they adapted anything similar on some of the courses in Hawaii after December 7th, 41. No,
I don't know.
No, because we never would have admitted anybody would have gotten that close. Again, ever.
Yeah. That's true. Right. That we wouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's interesting though.
Yeah, it's funny.
That they've decided that was all right, we're gonna cover our rules, guys. Got a new situation in the world. We got to adapt.
But
okay.
What does it say? What does it say about golfers that even in the middle of being bombed, we're going to go out and still play 18?
Look, out of all the things that we've seen, somehow that doesn't surprise me, right? We've seen pictures on the internet of this like volcano in the background or something, yes. Fires burning, all this crazy, insane stuff. Hey, hang on a second. Wait, can you find my title still? I know it's a little hot, but can you look for my title still over there, please?
We'll get through this. We've got
no. It's just left of the burning bush.
Noah. Hey, we got a guy named Bob Forman. He's TPI certified, and he's going to help us not get hurt because we all need to get in better shape. He's coming up later on in the program. We got some great tips from Jeff, too, coming up next when we come right back. So hang with us. We are those weekend golf guys. Of course, we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/golf guys. We would love it if you were to go there and like us. Facebook.com/golf guys. Hi, this is John Ashton, and I am sitting here right now in the single most comfortable pair of pants I have ever owned. They are lounging pants, and I got them from Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is a premium men's essentials brand. They believe in smart design. They believe in high-quality fabrics. From basics, from socks to shirts, underwear, hoodies, polos, shorts, whatever you need, Mack Weldon's got you not only covered, but they are going to cover you with their comfort guarantee. You get a pair of underpants from Mack Weldon, and you do not think they're the most comfortable ones you've ever had. Okay, well, tell them. They'll let you keep the underwear, and they'll still refund you 100%, no questions asked. You got to get some of this stuff, man. It'll be the go-to stuff in your closet every time. Trust me on this. I want you to take 20% off your first order, and you can do that very easily. Just go to MackWeldon.com/weekend and enter the promo code weekend. All right? MackWeldon.com/weekend. Promo code is weekend. Peruse the website. Buy some stuff. It's the most comfortable things you will ever wear. Get some. You deserve it. Every time you hit the course, you're looking for your best possible performance. You can't be too low energy. You can't be too high strung. You have to find the perfect sweet spot, the Goldilocks zone. Now, most golfers experience residual aches and pains from playing. You know, your elbow, your knee, your wrist. They may not be career-ending, but these issues will and can affect your game. That's why WellCare Botanicals provides premium CBD products that can help with concentration, that can improve sleep, and help you recover from aches and pains that'll help improve your golf game. The ingredients list has no additives, no pesticides, no parabens, and once harvested, the hemp is processed by CO2 extraction that ensures zero residual solvents. Lose your first tee jitters and get on the level you deserve. Well-being starts with WellCare. Use code WEEKEND and get 20% off your first purchase. Visit us at wellcarebotanicals.com or call 888-211-2011. That's 888-211-2011 or visit wellcarebotanicals.com. Use code WEEKEND. You know, if you want a good cigar, you go to a good cigar shop. You want the best cigar, you go to Famous Smoke Shop. So let Famous Smoke deliver your favorite cigars right to your doorstep at America's lowest prices. Now, Famous opened back in 1939, so that's 80 years experience in the cigar business. And they're putting that experience to work for you, making deals on the cigars that you love, from affordable everyday smokes to your favorite cigars for out on the course, to high-end luxury cigars for your next special occasion. And here's an exclusive offer just for our listeners. You take $20 off your purchase of $100 or more when you use the promo code GOLF20. That's GOLF20. Go to famous-smoke.com/golfguys and click the activate button to apply the promo code. You can pick from more than 1,000 cigar brands. They're all fresh and ready to ship from Famous Smoke's climate-controlled 24,000 square foot humidor. So check out with the promo code GOLF20. That's famous-smoke.com/golfguys. So do you use golf for your business? Should you use golf for your business? Would you like to use golf for your business? Answer any of those with a yes, and I need to tell you where to go. Join our free Facebook group, the Back Nine Advisory Board. Back Nine Advisory Board on Facebook. Go there. It's absolutely free. Join now. We are those weekend golf guys. I'm John Ashton. He is Jeff Smith. He's got some tips on how to find a safe golf course to play on.
Yeah, no kidding. How about one was we're staying away from the bombings and the volcanoes and the fire. Yeah, I got a tip for you. So identify your ball before it starts to melt next to the burning bush. Right? This is where you keep a titanium ball retriever.
Yeah.
That's a good 10, 12 feet long telescopic. Don't go with that aluminum thing. That'll melt.
Yes.
That little thing with a plastic thing on the end? Yeah. That'll melt too.
Not only melt, but it communicates heat. The handle will become very hot very quickly, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have to make sure we get a ball retriever that extends out pretty well. Good thick rubber handle on that dude. And it's all made out of titanium because it's lightweight, got to stretch it out. So you need a lightweight metal. And we got to make sure that it's not going to burn your hand before you scoop that ball out of there. You know,
another thing I learned this past week, and we put it up on not the website, the Facebook page, facebook.com/golfguys, is that, those days you get lucky when you hit a ball into the woods and you go in there looking for yours. You don't find yours, but you come out and you got 3 Pro V1s that you found.
Oh, yeah.
And They are in varying degrees of cleanliness. And you look and you say, I wonder how long these balls have been in there. The question that we're going to answer later is how long does it take for a ball of that quality to deteriorate in conditions like just sitting in the woods for a while?
Oh, I thought the question was going to be, should I lick that clean?
No.
Okay, good.
I know
I'm
more
glad you
better
went with
than
the
that,
question
man.
you went for.
But let me tell you what we have found out is that you can tell how old that Pro V1 is by the markings that say Pro V1 on it.
Ooh, isn't that fun?
Titleist has changed the print style pretty consistently since like 2001. And we have a chart listed at facebook.com/golfguys of what the dates correspond to the print are.
Yeah, so if you use if you see one with Times New Roman on it, you know what year it is. I want to know if they're going to use Helvetica anytime soon.
27,
that's my favorite one.
27 AD, that New Roman stuff, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's
I can't
great.
wait.
How long does it take for a ball to deteriorate, man?
I really don't think it takes very long for the old golf balls, right? The old Bellata balls and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't take very long at all because those were really soft cover and porous.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of problems with those balls. But today's balls, they're talking about how long they float how long they can sit underwater before they start going bad. And they're a whole lot more better because the Surlyn and the elastomer covers that they're using, without being porous, they don't soak up an awful lot of water and junk. And next thing you know, you've got yourself a pretty darn good golf ball. You could get out there and use that standard old golf ball test that everybody uses. Go get out of your bag and stick it up there and drop it from about shoulder height and see how high it bounces. We used to do all that, test out which balls were livelier.
Yeah.
Right out there in the parking lot. We're just, we're tossing balls back into the trunk. We're dropping balls per shoulder. Whichever one got up to shoulder high, that one went back in the bag. If it didn't quite get up to shoulder high, in the trunk for you.
Yeah.
Right. So,
in the shag bag, man.
Oh, that's what we used to do with them. Now they're all pretty darn good in terms of the durability and how long they can last. So, feel free, John. Keep going ball hunting in the woods. There, that's what you're getting at. I know it is.
Well, I mean, and that's how we keep score these days. At least in
right, one in, one out. It's even trade.
Even trade, and if it's 1 in, 2 out, you're 1 under for the day.
That's a good idea, right?
So that's how intrepid producer.
I used to just count my rounds of golf based on the over under on the golf balls.
Yeah,
now you've actually done something smart there. I'm going to give you credit for this.
Yeah, that's what
you've translated that into a score for the day.
That's actually it's how intrepid producer is keeping score on a regular basis that way, man. So,
I just always looked at it like good day or bad. Did I come home with more golf balls than I started with? And he's taken it to a whole new level of not only that, if I came home with one, that's 1 under.
Spin. Let's get the spin on spin. We know what spin does, right? If the sideways spin
puts your ball into the trees more.
Yeah, or away from the trees, whatever. What is it? Why is it? What is happening? I mean, if you hit a draw, the draw is affected because of the spin of the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if the ball doesn't draw in the air, but as soon as it hits the ground, it starts bouncing to the left? What causes that?
You get a ground hook, you mean?
Yeah.
That would be the angle of the turf that it landed on, sir.
So it has nothing to do with the spin of the ball or anything like that?
Could you imagine if it was coming in the air, let's say careening left already, and it landed on a flat surface, it would then bounce off that surface in the direction that it came in.
Right.
It would be like a continuation of that direction.
Yeah.
But let's say that you tilted that ground that it landed on, and you tilted it, let's say, to the left. And the ball that you came in on, it was in the air and it was going straight, but it landed on a piece of ground that was angled left. Tell me why you think that ball's not going to go left?
Oh, I'm not thinking it wouldn't go.
It's a ground hook.
Yeah, it's a ground hook. But what happens if the ground doesn't look like it's tilted to the left and the ball still goes to the left when it bounces?
Well,
is that possible?
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It's a matter of what it is at that very little spot where that ball touched the ground on. Because I realize that you're really truly standing a little bit away from it, right? Not as far away as what you think you really are standing away from it after you've hit that drive, right? But I can tell you, the odds of you being able to see the actual angle of that ground that it actually touched on, I'm pretty sure that you can't pick that out from your 310 yards away.
Yeah, no. And that seems to be the generic number for I hit the ball far, didn't it?
Yeah,
I had 310. Yeah, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. 310 feet, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
But we had a great opportunity. We were playing in a scramble, and of course they had some of those silly scramble games. You pay your money, you put on a grass skirt, you get your picture taken, and then you can go hit your tee shot from the ladies' tees. The absolute farthest forward tees, whatever.
Yes.
And I tell you, from the tees we were supposed to hit, it was about 120 yards of love. And it was a par 5, and it was a beautiful thing, man. And I hit a beautiful drive. I tell you, the combination of using a driver that's been fit to me and playing with a swing that's been taught to me by an expert like you.
Wow. An expert like me?
Yeah, I like you.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second. There's somebody else out there that's like me. That's
no, there's nobody like you, man. You are okay. Unique in the world here. No, but the swing that I have been able to develop now, thanks to your tutelage, I hit it long and high and far. But I mean, my far is maybe 225. That's a fantastic drive for me. Okay, I'm sure you would agree. With my age and ability and physical fitness and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Throw that out there.
But the ball came to rest at the top of a hill, and we had never played the course before, so we had no idea. We knew it was a good drive, but we had no idea how good till we got to the ball at the top of the hill.
Were you wheezing by the time you got to the top of the hill?
No, we were driving, man. It was fine.
Okay. Good.
We were 80 yards downhill to the green on a par 5. That is like when you can start living the life, man. This must be
the rest of the hole.
Well, we played from the ladies' tees, man. Come on, We watched the hole. Said this is a pretty hole as we drove from the regular tees up to the forward tees, and kept saying, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" But it's you get there and you go, "This must be what it's like to be Dennis Johnson." This must be what it's like to be Dustin Johnson.
I was going to say, because I think Dennis Johnson, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't he a guard for the Boston Celtics?
Yeah, he wasn't that good, man. Yeah, DJ. Yeah, he was.
But wait a minute. He made that famous reverse layup off that famous steel inbounds ball by Larry Bird.
Yeah. To which
flung it into DJ, and DJ puts it up over. I think it was a left-handed shot.
To which the play-by-play announcer Johnny Most said, and I quote, "Bang! 2 points." Yeah. But I mean, 80 yards downhill to the green. And it was just kind of like, oh man, this is beautiful. Yes, we did eagle the hole. I knew you were going to ask that. And we did.
I was expecting you to tell me that you eagled the hole. Honestly, I thought you would lead with the headline, but apparently not.
No, the headline was just getting it so damn close. And it's one of those things. And it's another thing too, when you talk about the lay of the land, specifically where your balls are going to bounce when they hit. That's something that you really need to play a course repeatedly in order to get the full benefit of, right? I mean, you have to know that at your normal landing area, the fairway leans to the left or everything rolls right or whatever, so that you can aim and plan accordingly. But that's something you can't do.
Wait a minute.
Unless you've been there before.
Didn't we just have this conversation about how does the ball land on the ground, and then you just listen to me tell you that the ground is obviously tilted, and now you are speaking up about looking at the lay of the land and how the ball rolls and all this. Are you just listening to what I'm saying and deciding that it was right and then just spitting it out later again?
You say
in
it like
the same segment of the show?
You say it like there's something wrong with that.
Well, I'm just trying to point that out. That's what you're doing, and it's about dang time I get credit.
All right. Credit to Jeff. Write that down. This date, this time. Bob Forman,
Yeah.
TPI certified, and the guy who runs golffitcarolina.com also wrote a book, man. Functional Golf Fitness Training.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but he's a lot more fun to talk to than he is in naming your book. Trust me.
Yeah, it's a lot of words,
Yes,
man.
man, it's
Functional golf fitness training.
Yeah, I mean, it's very expressive. It's very, very descriptive too, but doesn't sound much like fun. But he is going to talk much like fun, and we're going to talk about exercise and stretching and things you need to do now. When we come right back, hang on us. We are those Weekend Golf Guys. I was so excited the other day. I was racing home because my wife called and said, I think the Theragun thing showed up. I have been waiting for this for a while now, because pain. I don't like it. Muscle tension, muscle pain. When I play golf, I get a little pain in the elbow. And I read that the Theragun would be perfect for that. It's a handheld percussive therapy device that releases your deepest muscle tension using scientifically calibrated combination of depth and speed and power. Is great. And it's quiet, like an electric toothbrush. And in fact, I had mine on first time. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's that quiet. You wonder. I need you to try the Theragun for 30 days because it helps with the muscle pain. It helps with the golf elbow. And there's no substitute for the Theragun Gen 4 with an OLED screen, personalized Theragun app, and the quiet and power that you need. It starts at only $199. Go to Theragun.com/weekend right now and get your Gen 4 Theragun today. That's Theragun.com/weekend. Theragun.com/weekend. Best $199 you'll ever spend. Theragun.com/weekend. Hi, this is John Ashton, and I am sitting here right now in the single most comfortable pair of pants I have ever owned. They are lounging pants, and I got them from Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is a premium men's essentials brand. They believe in smart design. They believe in high-quality fabrics. From basics, from socks to shirts, underwear, hoodies, polos, shorts, whatever you need, Mack Weldon's got you not only covered, but they are going to cover you with their comfort guarantee. You get a pair of underpants from Mack Weldon, and you do not think they're the most comfortable ones you've ever had. Okay, well, tell them. They'll let you keep the underwear, and they'll still refund you 100%, no questions asked. You got to get some of this stuff, man. It'll be the go-to stuff in your closet every time. Trust me on this. I want you to take 20% off your first order, and you can do that very easily. Just go to MackWeldon.com/weekend and enter the promo code weekend. All right? MackWeldon.com/weekend. Promo code is weekend. Peruse the website. Buy some stuff. It's the most comfortable things you will ever wear. Get some. You deserve it. And thanks for hanging and coming back. We are those Weekend Golf Guys. I am John Ashton in the studio. He is Jeff Smith, somewhere in the hinterlands of South Carolina, headed to the hinterlands of Georgia. Things people will do to play golf.
I managed to get here being a happy guy. I rolled in. I got up this morning and played Long Cove on Hilton Head, and it is magical.
Your second round this year?
My second round since January this year, because I came down earlier this year with my son, and we did a little South Florida to mid-Florida to South Carolina golf excursion for basically about 10 days.
Yeah, I remember that.
And capped it off with him winning a tournament at Harbortown. I knew I was coming back. I thought I was coming back in February. And so I made it easy on myself. I left some stuff at Hilton Head.
Including your clubs.
I left my golf clubs at Hilton Head. Well, here comes February, and all of a sudden things start to change. COVID starts to happen. Travel stops. And I'm going, wait a minute. My clubs.
Yeah, like Golf Pro separated from his clubs. It has not been a happy 6 or 7 months.
It was brutal. And then I couldn't go anywhere, so I got all wrapped up in all the online stuff that I was doing. And then all of a sudden, middle of October, and I finally got a chance to go back and be reunited with my own golf clubs.
Very emotional reunion, I'm sure, this morning. We want to welcome in another.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, another gentleman guest on the show here. First time in, and we want to say hello to Bob Forman from golffitcarolina.com. Bob, thanks for joining us here on those Weekend Golf Guys. How you doing, man?
Well, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me on. I'm doing good.
Good. Now, you're TPI certified, which means you're one of these guys that we got to shoot only from the neck up because you don't want to see how out of shape we might be. Because I don't want to be, lambasted by the fitness dude.
It's all about technique. Doesn't matter what your body looks like.
Jeff keeps telling me how to place my feet for a good shot. And he says, but John, it would help if you could see your feet.
You know, what's funny is I bring him one of those little mirrors, and I put it down about 45-degree angle and say, "Hey, John, look at those.
It's my foots."
How'd you get those socks to match?"
You know, we were talking off air a little earlier, Bob. We were talking about, you know, some of the guys on the tour that you look at them like from 2 years or even a year ago, and you look at them now and they are like beefy, big. Bryson DeChambeau comes to mind. But is that what you have to do to play golf these days? Or can we, you know, the average guy just keep on keeping on the way we are and get better with some simple little tweaks, physically speaking?
Yeah, just keep on keeping on. You know, Bryson, yeah, that's been some change over the past few months since the COVID kicked in, and you don't need to go to that extreme. As a matter of fact, for most golfers like us, I mean, the biggest thing is range of motion flexibility, stretch. You know, you don't need the muscles to power the ball down the golf course. I mean, you work on range of motion, some flexibility, you'd be surprised. You'll pick up another 5, 10, 15 yards just by doing that.
And do you have set ways to do that, or is that just a vague overall thing and there's many, many different ways you can increase your flexibility?
Well, I mean, a good general stretching program is always a good idea, but you really want to isolate the problem areas. I generally put the golfers through a physical screen to identify where their musculoskeletal deficiencies are. And we all got them, you know, what we do and what we don't do. We've got these asymmetries in our body that are not only impacting our golf swing, but the way we feel. And so once you identify what those deficiencies are and imbalances, now you can target a specific program. So it's very time efficient and you can get results a lot quicker. So then you just tackle those areas and you'd be surprised in a relatively short period of time how much better you're going to feel and how much better your swing efficiency is going to be.
Jeff, it sounds an awful lot like what he does is with the body is what you do.
I'm not the guy that's going to send them to the gym if they're not the kind of people that are going to go to the gym.
Right.
So, for example, let's say I have a golfer. Let's say his name is John.
That John guy shows up every week. Man.
Does.
Yeah.
I know. And so let's say that this golfer that comes to me is, you know, it's already hard enough to get this guy to take a golf lesson.
Right.
But my job is still to make him play better golf.
Yeah, but again, what I was trying to say is that you work not on a specific way to do things. You work with how the body works, and it sounds like Bob does the same thing. He understands how somebody's body is going to work, and then he can improve what isn't working as well as it should be by virtue of how it works. If that makes any sense to you at all. I'm going to ask you a question, Bob, and tell me if it was all in my mind or not. But when I was doing a morning show in town, we did a trade deal with a gym. And of course, I had to go 3 days a week to get paid for the commercials. And I was doing a lot of work on a leg press. And I found after about 2 weeks on the leg press, my drives started getting measurably longer. Now, was that all in my head, or is that cause and effect?
Yeah, no, that's definitely not in your head because, you know, as we get older, we lose muscle tissue, and it starts at the ripe old age of 30. And when you hit 50, you're losing about a pound of muscle a year.
Oof.
And most of that muscle tissue is in the lower body. And most of it is what's called our fast twitch muscle fiber, which is responsible for short, quick, explosive movement, which the golf swing is, right? 1.2, 1.5 seconds. So no, I mean, if you definitely work on strength in the lower body, that definitely will help in terms of getting you down the fairway. And, you know, it's all about distance. If you can get more distance and you can come into those greens with a 8-iron versus a 6-iron, your percentages are going to go a little bit up and you're going to score better.
How soon before playing should someone start a stretching routine?
Right away.
Okay.
Right away. I mean, most of the people that I put through the assessment, I mean, they generally have 5, 6, 7 things that they need to work on. That's the average. I have yet to put somebody through the screen and they've passed everything. And that's, 14 years of doing this thing. So, if they can start stretching right away. And again, there are specific areas that will stand out more so that we all should probably work on for most golfers.
Okay.
One of those being mid-back, thoracic range of motion, shoulder rotation, hip mobility. Those are key areas to focus on. And if you were to just focus on that, you would probably see a big difference in your game fairly quickly.
One of the guys I play with on a regular basis bought one of those orange whip type deals. Does that help him stretch? I mean, because that seems to pull the muscles along farther than you would when you just swing your driver to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, anything you do is going to help. You just got to be careful that you don't jump into something too quickly where you might hurt yourself. You definitely want it to be progressive. And that's what's nice about working with somebody who can kind of find where your starting point needs to be and then can progress you so that you reduce the potential for injury. So, yeah. You just got to be careful with those programs, that you just don't go too crazy too early and all of a sudden you're pulling muscles or you're getting fatigued or what. But yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the things I always say is the exercise will kill you. That's why I don't do it very often, because it hurts. But it's kind of a diminishing returns for some of us. No, but stretching basically is the one thing I would think that so few of us actually do correctly or even effectively before we play.
Yeah. And, and when you think about it, the muscle tendency is to tighten up naturally. And then if you're active, muscles will tighten up because the more active you are, the stronger you develop the muscle, the tighter it becomes. So stretching is just as important as, the strength and the cardiovascular. And it's the stretching, the muscles when they get out of alignment, when they become tight and when they become weak is what pulls the body out of alignment. And that causes the aches and the pains that so many of us suffer from. And then the arthritis sets in. And then before you know it, you're replacing a knee or a hip. So stretching can keep balance within the system, symmetry within the system. And that's what we all should strive for better performance and less aches and pains.
Have you ever used or would you suggest people using any of those percussive massage units, like a Theragun or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, those are effective. Massage is good, and it helps loosen the muscles up. As a matter of fact, one of the better things people can do for themselves is get into a myofascial release, foam roll. That is fantastic. If you can do that 10, 15 minutes a day or every other day just to help identify and alleviate trigger points that you may have or just to kind of work on the muscle, you'd be surprised how much better you feel doing that and how much range of motion you can gain from that as well. Yeah.
Because are there any techniques? I don't want you to badmouth anybody, but are there any things? Because everybody and their brother's got a video up these days on how to play better golf. And a lot of it is the physical preparedness stuff. Are there any bad ideas floating out there that you'd like us to ignore?
Not really. Okay. I mean, they're all good. You just, like I say, you just got to make sure that you start easy, you progress, and don't jump into it head first.
You got a book, right? Can I learn all this good stuff reading your book?
Yeah. The book kind of identifies the more common deficiencies that I've found working with golfers, and it tells you how to do a little self-assessment on yourself to determine whether or not you may have that deficiency. It explains the relationship to the golf swing and how it may impact the golf swing and your performance and to injury potential. And then I show at least 2 or 3 exercises, stretches for each of those areas that you can work on.
Fantastic. What's the name of the book?
Well, the Functional Golf Fitness Training.
Couldn't have made it longer?
I was trying. Throw some fancy words in there, like Knies and all that. Yeah.
Play more better. That's what I would have called it. Just play more better.
It's a long title, but a short book, so it's an easy read.
I really think that no matter how lazy we golfers may be, or how much of a "I don't have time" excuse we want to give, I think if you tell somebody if you can quantify the improvement in a golf game by spending some time with physical fitness prior and after, I think we could convince a lot of people to at least give it a shot, you know?
Oh, yeah. And any age, really. A lot of people, I'm too old for that stuff. Some of my best clients are like in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. I mean, you'd be surprised at the improvement that population makes.
Yeah, that age group needs the help for the physicality of the game. So real quick, which came first, the physical fitness, the exercise guy, or the golf guy?
Definitely the exercise guy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. All right. Because I just wonder if you're a golfer and say, hey, I got to teach people how to exercise because, I've learned and I'm jumping in with an evangelical zeal, or an exercise guy who says, hey, here's a group that needs my help, which is probably.
Are you talking about me specifically?
Yeah,
or?
You specifically. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't really pick up golf till a little bit later in life. So,
cool.
But it's fun putting the two together. That's for sure.
Definitely is. And the book is Functional Golf Fitness Training. He's Bob Forman. He is TPI certified, which is the Performance Institute, their Titleist Performance Institute. Those guys know what they're doing. So when they certify you, that means you know what you're doing. And you want to check out the website, golffitcarolina.com. No matter where you are, you can get to golffitcarolina.com.
There you go.
Bob, I appreciate you spending some time with us, man.
God, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Quite welcome. Have yourself a great time. And we'll talk to you again right here with those Weekend Golf Guys. Hang out. We'll be right back. Of course, we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/golf guys. We would love it if you were to go there and like us. Facebook.com/golf guys. Every time you hit the course, you're looking for your best possible performance. You can't be too low energy. You can't be too high strung. You have to find the perfect sweet spot, the Goldilocks zone. Now, most golfers experience residual aches and pains from playing. Your elbow, your knee, your wrist, they may not be career-ending, but these issues will and can affect your game. That's why WellCare Botanicals provides premium CBD products that can help with concentration, that can improve sleep, and help you recover from aches and pains that'll help improve your golf game. The ingredients list has no additives, no pesticides, no parabens, and once harvested, the hemp is processed by CO2 extraction that ensures zero residual solvents. Lose your first tee jitters and get on the level you deserve. Well-being starts with WellCare. Use code WEEKEND and get 20% off your first purchase. Visit us at wellcarebotanicals.com or call 888-211-2011. That's 888-211-2011 or visit wellcarebotanicals.com. Use code WEEKEND.
Stunning.
You don't have to hit a shot to fall in love with the Pete Dye and Donald Ross courses at French Lick Resort. Our hotel and golf packages are the way to go. Add the casino and spas, and it's a road trip for the memory book. Safely get back to the game you love with one of the packages found online at FrenchLick.com. Legendary golf at French Lick Resort. A breath of fresh air.
Must be 21 to enter casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
If you want a good cigar, you go to a good cigar shop. You want the best cigar, you go to Famous Smoke Shop. So let Famous Smoke deliver your favorite cigars right to your doorstep at America's lowest prices. Now, Famous opened back in 1939, so that's 80 years experience in the cigar business. And they're putting that experience to work for you, making deals on the cigars that you love, from affordable everyday smokes to your favorite cigars for out on the course, to high-end luxury cigars for your next special occasion. And here's an exclusive offer just for our listeners. You take $20 off your purchase of $100 or more when you use the promo code GOLF20. That's GOLF20. Go to famous-smoke.com/golfguys and click the activate button to apply the promo code. You can pick from more than 1,000 cigar brands. They're all fresh and ready to ship from Famous Smoke's climate-controlled 24,000 square foot humidor. So check out with the promo code GOLF20. That's famous-smoke.com/golfguys. And we appreciate you hanging with us all morning this morning. It's been a great show. We've had a lot of fun. Nice to know. Oh, by the way, I'm John Ashton. He is Jeff Smith, collectively known as those Weekend Golf Guys. And,
I am in Savannah at the Landings Club on Skidaway Island, just outside of Savannah. Wait, let me tell you what a cool place this is. There's this island. This whole community takes up the whole island. And there's 6 golf courses and 4 clubhouses and all kinds of stuff, tennis courts and pickleball and all this, just everything.
Cool.
And it's basically its own little place.
Is that where you park the car when you come over the bridge and then you grab a golf cart and that's what you can ride around in for the rest of the time you're there?
Pretty much so far what I've seen is about 2% golf cars driving on the roads through here and about 98% golf carts. So it's pretty well implied.
Yeah.
The guy who's doing the selling of the golf carts and the batteries, he's got a good life down here. I always thought, honestly, John, I thought all the time that I think that one of the smartest things that I could have ever done is go to some of these big resort communities down toward the villages, right? There's just people everywhere. It's just unbelievable how many people and how many golfers and all this stuff. I want to have the concession on the golf cart batteries and the hearing aids. I want those two things. I'm set for life.
Yeah, I'm like a buddy of mine who decided he was go open up a baby carriage store in the Virgin Islands. Didn't work out too well for him. I just found out that too. I have a cousin who just bought a house in the Villages. Yo, Bobby.
It's unbelievable how many golf holes are down there.
I know.
It's crazy. This place is nuts. And my good buddy Joe Plecker is here, Golf Magazine Top 100 teacher, and he's invited me down. We're going to be doing some staff training. We're going to be doing some teaching of people. We're going to be doing some golf schools. It is going to be a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
And if I can somehow not call him Jim Nantz week, I will have amazed myself. This guy is so smooth.
Hello, friends.
I know what's going to happen. He knows that I call him this.
Okay.
Right? Because he listens to the show, and I've actually called it to him by his face, and he's chuckling about that because he's uber smooth. I'm going to go to his house, and he's going to walk in, and he's going to look at me and put this big great grin on his face, and he's going to say, "Hello, friends." He's going to do it, and I'm just going to melt right there. I'm like, okay, this is it.
And just to recap, we've got rules. You can play in the middle of a war zone. We got the right rules. Got the right exercises to take to play so that you don't hurt yourself. And Bob will be back at the beginning of the season next year to make sure we get the right exercises to make sure that you're prepared to get out there in time. So otherwise, get the rules, get the exercises, pick up your clubs, find a couple of Pro V1s in the woods, find out how old they are, and then go out and play some golf.